She made news on two fronts. One is that she did say that, yes, there should be an investigation for war crimes against Russia and that the world should be watching it. Up to this point, the White House has not forcefully and explicitly said that they see war crimes committed and thrown their support behind an investigation. He has been really pushing and asking for more aid, for other things, those MiG fighter jets and a no-fly zone. You know that's what he's going to be asking for. Do you think he'll be able to move Congress and the White House on some of those things?
Well, Joe, I think what's going on right now.
Look, they're projecting from the White House a sense that the president has a deal that would unite all 50 Democratic senators, including those holdouts Manchin and Sinema that you talked about. But he's going to be addressing Democrats today on the other side of the Capitol. He's going to be speaking to House Democrats, where there is still a large group of these progressives who feel, frankly, like a lot of their biggest agenda items have been left out. I know you know what happens sometimes to his very vocal critics, not just in Russia, but outside of Russia as well. Sorry for the bluntness of this question, but do you fear that maybe you are a target of Vladimir Putin?
Could you explain me why I should be silent?
You're certainly feeling it in the building today. A lot of people who were here last year, it's surreal for them to come back and be in the building, 1 year later. Specifically, I'm thinking about a lot of the Capitol police officers who quite literally were overwhelmed by that mob. We've all seen the images now, hand-to-hand combat with them. That carries some trauma.
Why would you want to do it part way?
But, Mr. Leader, on 9/11, before that, after that, we've had terrorist attacks. We were just focusing this investigation on 9/11. It was a pivotal point in the nation's history. Wouldn't you do that now for January 6th?
Well, this whole point...
Do you think that in 2024, Donald Trump should be the nominee on the Republican side?
Well, that's a long way away. You don't even know if the president said he'll run again.
Would you support him if he did?
If the president is the nominee, I'll support him.
There's no gray area. This Mississippi law does directly violate Roe versus Wade and the precedent set, banning abortions at 15 weeks. So if this 6-3 conservative majority on the court allows this law to continue and it rules in favor, it totally opens the door for other states to make stricter abortion laws. That's what this pro-life crowd certainly wants to see. In communities where there has not been that investment, parts of Oakland where you are from and parts of Detroit where I'm from, yes or no, do you think fewer officers would make those communities more safe?
Here's what I know to be a fact.
Senator, I think some of the objections to the way that you did the questioning is why not bring this up during her circuit court nomination?
Well, this is the Supreme Court of the United States.
70 to 80% of judges do sort of the same sentencing guidelines where they will typically go under what the guideline is. Does that make her mainstream if she's along with 70 to 80% of the other judges?
I heard President Barack Obama say that the thing he remembered most about his inaugurations was the immediate feeling going outside to the podium, seeing the near million people in the crowd. Well, Joe Biden is not going to get that opportunity. We have socially distanced seats here. It's only going to be about 1,000 people. State to state, we've seen decriminalization efforts already and legalization in many places. Right. I mean, why has it taken so long on a federal level for this to happen? And right now, the White House says that would be too much of an escalation, so they're not going to go the route of a no-fly zone. What they are doing is continuing to filter in weapons into Ukraine through countries like Poland and Romania. Last week, the U.S. and NATO allies did more than 17,000 weapons, including those anti-tank missiles.